Hello, everybody. Welcome along. It is watch along time for a Monday night, the end of round 30 in the EFL Championship. Sees Middlesbrough host Sunderland up in the northeast. Really, really good matchup, this one. Sunderland can tie up on 58 points with Burnley and really push some upward pressure on the top three and the top two. And frankly, they don't want to let that get too stretched out. Right now, before kickoff, Leeds United in first place are 8 points ahead of Sunderland. They don't want to let that get too stretched. Sunderland want to stay in that title race, but Middlesbrough want to keep their footing in the playoff race. Boro on 44 points, tied with West Brom. They're outside the top six on one goal. It's plus 11, plus 12 on the goal difference. It's not a high tide to get into the playoffs this season, and Boro can actually jump up into fifth place. They can usurp Blackburn if they get the win tonight. Should be a really good game, nicely set up. We did the watch along of the first one, which I think was the Chris Rigg back heel, and Sunderland won that, and they played that one really, really well. So they'll be looking to do the double on Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough will be looking for some revenge. Let's get straight in there with a like spike because we've only got 15 minutes turnaround to get this one sorted. So if you're watching here live on YouTube or on Twitter, give us a thumb up. You've got 11 seconds. Let's do it. Thanks as ever, everyone, for the support. Remember, the easiest way to help out this channel and this stream that's absolutely free is just to interact, like, comment, subscribe. You can, if you're feeling particularly amorous, you can donate via Super Chat or Super Sticker. You can also join up a regular subscription. I would recommend down the YouTube membership route. We do still have the Patreon open, but we're kind of phasing that all across. So if you feel that you can support, please do so. But remember, as I always say, the best thing you can do is just keep that chat moving, get your opinions going, get the debate going, and we'll all have a great night together watching the football. Let's get into the team lineups here for Middlesbrough versus Sunderland. As ever, the question I'm asking you, who are you looking forward to seeing playing? Who are your potential match winners out of the 22 on the pitch? Right, let's get into this. We'll start there with your Boro 11. Mark Travers is in and immediately in goal for Middlesbrough. Promoted, wasn't he, with Bournemouth a few years ago? Someone fact-checked me on that. I don't know what he's done really since then. That was a good couple of years ago. Wasn't it 21, 22? Get me years all askew, don't I? There is Ryan Giles as well. Back at Boro now. He was absolutely brilliant for Middlesbrough, wasn't he? When Carrick, burst onto the scene. Giles spent most of Carrick's first, 2/3 of a season he was there, wasn't he? Joined midway through, busting up and down that left-hand side, getting loads of assists. So, yeah, let's see if he can rekindle that. Luke Ayling is the other fullback. George Edmondson, that's been made permanent from Ipswich. Rav van den Berg is the other centre-back. There is Hayden Hackney. He's going to be worth a fair bit of cash for the old English player premium in there in central midfield with Aidan Morris, the United States player. Delano Bergzog left. Finn Azaz, he's dripping in goal contributions at the moment, Azaz. And there is Morgan Whittaker, a big January transfer window deal from Plymouth up to Middlesbrough. And it is Marcus Force up top. Let me know your thoughts on that Boro 11. Here is your Sunderland 11, who are visiting the Riverside. Patterson in goal. It is Trey Hume and Dennis Serkin, Chris Mepham and Luke O'Neill. That's a very, very settled back five. I say settled back five. The whole Sunderland team is settled. They've been so super consistent this season. Brilliant under Regis Lebris. And yeah, you can reel it off, can't you? We know the team, don't we? Bellingham, Neil and Rigg. Das Wunderkid, Rigg scoring the brilliant back heel in the first game between the two. And Bellingham has just gone from strength to strength. Brilliant, isn't he? Roberts and Enzo Lafie. Lots and lots of hype about Lafie, and we did just see that one little moment in the Burnley game where he skipped round his man and played in Wilson Isidore. And speaking of Wilson Isidore, very much like George Edmondson for Middlesbrough, a loan made permanent. I think Isidore's been really good for Sunderland. I know a lot of people are going to talk about that double penalty miss, save, use whatever language you want, you pedants, in the comments. But, you know, those sort of things do make headlines, don't they? But in the main, Isidore has been absolutely fantastic. Get your comments in. I'll read a few out in just a jiffy. Let's go to the benches and see what's going on here. Excuse me, you're going to get a bit of scrolling here. For Boro, Glover, Fry, Borges, Barlas, and McCabe, Wilston, Illing Jr., that's another new one in the window, Finch and Conway. And for Sunderland over on the right there, Moore, Ballard, Helder, Jones, Paveda, Alexic, Samed, Mayenda, and Samuel Ogunsi. So a few new faces in there for both squads. Let's go to some comments here. Where are we going here? In fact, have I looked at comments at all? I don't think I have. Let's just say some hellos here to Clive, to Billy, to Ian, to Paul, to Lucy, to Ewan, to Jay, to Michael. Liam's always got a derby for me. The Grant Ledbetter, he's deliberately picked an ex-Ipswich player there to get that read out, hasn't he? Well done, Liam. Well played. Oh, can I see a super chat coming in down there? Oh, Cara, the legend. Thank you so much. £5 on the super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right, where am I going down here? I need to say some more hellos to Dave, to Lola. If Sunderland failed to win, do you see it as a 3-horse race? I don't want to say that because you don't want it just to be 3 parachute teams, but people will say that, won't they, Michael? It's not an unreasonable question. Jeff, Jay, and an exciting deadline day. Yes. Keep your eye on transfer deadline activities. There will be stuff going on or not going on tonight. Trousers to match this beautiful jacket. No, just boring black jeans, I am afraid. But the jacket's getting loads of love, so I'll make sure I'll wear that one again. Ryan Swan sleepwalking into a relegation battle. Who else I want to say hello to? Kev, we haven't spoken to. Joshua, Neil, love you watch. Oh, thank you, Neil. That's very, very kind. Julio Arca. That's my attempt at doing a Northeast. Cara's never going to super chat again after that attempt at besmirching her beautiful Northeast accent up there. Who else are we saying hi to? Felix. Thunderlips, Emmanuel Dennis to Blackburn. Is he really, Jay? That's tremendous transfer deadline day material, that one, isn't it? Beautiful light show going on at up at the Riverside there. I say beautiful in inverted commas there. Should we get some predictions in, guys? You've got 24 seconds. You don't need to be funny. You don't need to be clever. You don't need to be smart. All you need to do is put down how you see this one playing out. Middlesbrough something Sunderland. That's all I need to know. I want to know how you lot are feeling about how this one will pan out. Did I go for a draw with Sam? I bet I went for a draw in this one. Don't know. Maybe I went Sunderland. I don't know. I can't remember what I went for, but I want to know what you're going for. Predictions in. You've got 24 seconds to go. 24 seconds to go. If you like me, let me know your predictions. Be on show. Shut up, Ben. Right, what have we got here then? Predictions. Let's start. Where are we going? Is DJ there? 1-1, or have I missed Jay's out there? He's gone Sunderland away win there. Sunderland away win for Cara as well, and for Etienne. Ryan with a Desmond. I'll take a Desmond. I love goals, don't I? You look love goals. Tom's gone for the draw as well. Jeff, a 1-1. Another Desmond there. And another one. I will very much take the 4-3. Neil, there's the 4-3 the other way. Happy days. We've got it all covered here. Everyone's going for goals. Someone say nil F in nil quickly. Just do it to get it out of the way. Thunderlips, 2-1. Boro. Trash. Desmond as well. Annie 1-1 there. We'll let that roll for a few more of your predictions. As we get into this one, we are only 4 minutes from kick off. Have I covering Burnley, Oxford tomorrow night? Unlikely I'll get the night off. Enid's got bloody tonsillitis again, so I'm probably going to be missing some work during the day and catching up with it in the evening. There you go. Nil effing nil. Someone has done it. Right, as the players come through, let's play Who's Your Team before we start. I want to give a shout out to as many of the teams you support in the chat as possible. Again, you don't need to be clever, funny, or smart. Just literally write the name of the team you support. And pray silence for the greatest theme tune on YouTube. Tell me who's your team. I don't know why I always go for the falsetto. Tell me. It is just about in my vocal register there whilst I'm sat hunched over this computer. Anyway, let's give a shout out to as many of your teams as possible here. Swans, Leeds, QPR, Ipswich. Come on, Ipswich. Come on, Ipswich. Come on, Ipswich. 3 in a row there. Coventry. Swan. That's not a swan. That's an owl. Swans again. Leeds, Hannah, Etienne, Sunderland, Jay, Leeds. Lots of interesting Leeds fans probably all watching Sunderland, aren't they? And Burnley fan there, Brian. Welcome to everybody. Welcome, one and all. We are super pleased to have you all. Rochdale represented there down the bottom as well. Middlesbrough signed Kelechi Iheanacho on loan. That's not a rumour. He's literally on my screen being introduced here. Kelechi Iheanacho. Being applauded by Steve Gibson, who's probably paying him a ton of money in salary to come over from Sevilla. Fair play. They always back the managers here at Middlesbrough, don't they? Indeed. What's that, Thunderlips? Does that mean you're a Forest fan? Or is that a Peacock? Are you a Leeds fan? I don't know. Ipswich and Telford. Very nice. Brian Clough derby is indeed tonight. Right. Shall we get the banner up on the screen saying Middlesbrough nil, Sunderland nil, because we're about to kick this one off. Really looking forward to the Monday night football here. Make sure you have hit the thumbs up. We are ready to go for Boro versus Sunderland up at the Riverside Stadium. Sunderland a chance to put themselves right back in the title picture. Frankly, tight with Burnley in third spot. Middlesbrough can take fifth place with a victory tonight in a pretty low tide playoff race. And I'm talking about the bottom end of the playoff race there, the sort of fifth and sixth spot. Right, I think we are all set, all good to go. I'm going to swing around this way a little bit. Hopefully you can still hear me all right as I move the microphone. Obviously, I've missed the kickoff and haven't pressed go on the clock, so let's hit that up a couple of times. We'll try and catch it at the 10-second mark, hopefully. Sunderland in. Damn, they're not wearing the grey bluey kit. I'd put that in the thumbnail. More fool me. Right, let's try and catch this clock at 20 seconds. There you go. I think we got it sorted, guys. And the ball is live and with Anthony Patterson in goal for Sunderland. Just stands on the ball, slows the game to a halt. And here we go. Lights in the way. It's broken to Middlesbrough in midfield. Just hoiked forward by Dan Neil. Oh, Luke Ayling, loose touch. Oh, he nearly got caught out badly there. Ayling trying to pull that one down out of the sky. We have, is that a foul? I think there was a foul against Whittaker there. Yeah, it's going to be a restart for Boro by way of a free kick. Tommy, Ange Postecoglou's side have made a 20 million bid for Burnley defender Maxime Esteve. Yeah, he's quality, Esteve. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest, were that to be true. Do I fancy becoming a sporting director for the Swans? I'm sure the money would be tempting, but I'm very happy with my life here with my family, Tom. Actually getting to see them all. Cross goes into the near post from Middlesbrough from the left. It's going to break to Ayling. Ayling knocks it back. Whittaker's on the edge of the box. He lets it run. The shot driven in from the edge of the box by Morris is blocked out. First sign of Ryan Giles down the left-hand side, causing trouble. Bergzog, Middlesbrough, right-hand side of the box. Bergzog into Whittaker. Whittaker in the box. It's bounced off and out again. They're going to keep this attack going here, Boro. Azaz over by the corner. Flag breaks for Whittaker. Pressure is still on here. Ayling. Ayling crosses right-footed. Headed out to the edge of the box. Giles again, who started it all off. Giles has to go backwards. Middlesbrough piling the pressure on Sunderland here, but a poor pass there, and everybody goes up 5 meters. Oh, that slipped in behind as well. They're making the Sunderland defenders defend for Bergzog. It went all the way through to Patterson. Lovely stuff. Forget Grant Ledbetter. It's the Patrick. There's quite a few Patrick Roberts derbies, isn't there? How many's he played for? Man City, Fulham, Norwich, Sunderland, Middlesbrough. He's had plenty of clubs, hasn't he? We'll also be paying attention to the Frank Lampard derby. Yes, in the Premier League, we've got Chelsea and West Ham. Oh, goodness me. Ball played there to Travers. He stayed cool, but he wasn't. Half closed down there by Isidore. Great start to this game. Very lively. Is he onside there down the right-hand side? Rigg looked offside. We play on. Rigg's still got it after a fashion. He just slows it down. Proper frantic start to this game, guys. I promise you. Down the left-hand side now come Sunderland. Knock inside to O'Neill. Hume. Roberts dribbling around Giles. Roberts crosses in. Easy catch for Travis. Travers plays for Blackburn. Dear oh me. Sorry if the connection's just dropped a little bit. I'm sure it'll come back properly any minute. I promise you. I'm not going to get my soldering iron out and fix the router while we do it. You might just have to put up with pixelated me for a couple of minutes. We try our best with the tech here. Live on the watch along. Foul by Trey Hume on Bergzog. Quick restart by Boro. And slid out to the right-hand side to Whittaker. Whittaker down the line to Ayling, who has got a load of space. Ayling into the box. Really big opening here. Crosses in, headed goal. It's good save. It was forced with the header. And it's going to fall to Bergzog. Hits the shot, blocked out. Oh, goodness me. Boro were in big style there. Whittaker drew the fullback out. Ayling ran beyond him. And he had acres of space to run into, didn't he? Here is Hackney. Boro look decent, don't they, in the opening going here? They've been the better side. But we know Sunderland are proper well-organised defensively, aren't they? Work to the edge of the box. Finn Azaz, Whittaker, the two former Plymouth players teaming up. Whittaker tries to beat Sirkin, overruns it. And you're almost in that point now where Middlesbrough have started so well. You're saying you've got to score when you're on top now. Can they get themselves in front in this first 10, 15 minutes? It's not bad from Ayling. The only thing I would say is he dinks the cross up, which means Force is going to really struggle to get power on the header. Bit more pace on that cross, and Force can just redirect it in to the far corner. But best chance, obviously, of the game, with us only having 5 minutes played. Thoughts on O'Brien to Swans loan? Is that Lewis O'Brien? If it is, I've always liked him as a player. I really liked him at, where was he? Huddersfield, wasn't he? With Carlos Corberan getting to the playoff final. Who won the first ever Championship playoff final? It wasn't a Wembley final. It would have been a two-legger. I can't remember the first couple. I remember there was one between Charlton and Leeds. I think it was possibly Charlton Leeds, wasn't it? Peter Shirtliff. I remember Crystal Palace, the great Crystal Palace team of Wright and Bright, winning a two-legger before everything went off to Wembley. Any of you history students, give me the correct answer to that. I can't remember what the first Wembley final would have been. Maybe was it Swindon? Possibly Swindon beating Sunderland, and then Sunderland getting actually the win in the end because Swindon had financial irregularities. There you go. That's my memory of the early days of the playoffs. Sorry, it's not my memory of watching them. It's my memory of studying them to do this. Compliments on the jacket. Thank you, John. Very nice of you. I found it in my wardrobe. It was either chuck it or wear it. I'm wearing it. Big header away by Mepham. Sunderland can't get on the ball yet. Middlesbrough started really nicely in this game. Sunderland will no doubt grow into it. They are a very, very decent side this season, aren't they? Whittaker Kieran is on a permanent, nice chunky fee as well, paid from Middlesbrough to Plymouth for the services of Morgan Whittaker. A very much Championship ready-to-go signing. You don't have any doubt in January that he knows the division. Edmondson. Hackney, dreadful ball back. All the way back through to Travers. Edmondson, back to Travers. Both Travers and Edmondson have been promoted out of this division before with Bournemouth and with Ipswich. It's given away, though. Sunderland's press is decent, isn't it? They have actually, for all, Middlesbrough have been the better side and used the ball better in this early going. Sunderland have actually forced 3 errors out of them on the ball already with their pressing. It works both ways, doesn't it? Neil. Rigg just has it pickpocketed. And here comes Bergzog down the leg. Rigg chases him back, helping out his mate there. Mepham comes across from centre back to win that. Yes, we will be doing some kind of vlog, me and Matt SB, at the Coventry versus Ipswich game at the weekend. Very, very much looking nice, easy game. At home to Leeds on Wednesday. How about that? Ayling takes the throw in. Ayling at the centre of the best chance of the game so far. Getting in behind down the right-hand side. He stood the cross up. Could he have got a bit more pace on it? So Force could direct the header in. It was accurate, but I think it just needed a bit more pace to give Force the best chance to score. Patterson made the save. Middlesbrough are playing really well, I've got to say, here in this first 10 minutes. Sunderland will no doubt grow into this, though. Vandenberg, Ayling, steps inside from right back. Fizzes it into Force, who gives the ball away to Sirkin. Bellingham, first time we've mentioned him. Neil, Roberts on the right-hand side. Nicely worked by Sunderland. Roberts comes inside. He's looking for a foul. I don't think there was one in there. He's hit the deck. Oh, there's a lovely slide through the middle by Hackney. It's a brilliant through ball to Bergzog. It's a huge chance. And it's an opening goal. And it's a deserved goal for Middlesbrough. They've started really well. What about that through ball from Hayden Hackney? Bergzog has got ice in his veins. He finishes the 1v1. And it is Middlesbrough 1, Sunderland 0. Get your thoughts in the comments. We have an opening goal. Well, we're getting the camera on Patrick Roberts. My first instinct was he didn't get fouled. I don't think there's a foul there at all. I think Roberts is shaking off the ball too easily, to be honest. And he can complain. I think we'll get a really good look now. Nah, he doesn't get fouled at all, does he? Gets the ball caught between his legs. There's contact, but not all contact is a foul. There's no foul there. It's a great through ball by Hayden Hackney, isn't it? Bergzog finishes it off nicely. And I think Boro deserved that goal, don't they? They've started the game really well. Nicely finished by Bergzog. He's cool as the proverbial cucumber going through. You get your thoughts in on that one. Oh, actually, here comes Sunderland, though. Immediately, Roberts into the box. They've forced a corner. Looking in at Boro, City being a fellow playoff challenger, well ahead of us in a lot of areas. Got a good squad, haven't they? Good squad. Refreshing your team's Twitter page every 5 minutes. That's the deal on deadline day, isn't it? What a pass from Hackney. It was a lovely slide, wasn't it? And he was on the move when he played it. A bit of quality from Hackney there. Armstrong in at Derby. You looted that jacket off Benny from New Vegas. If only I knew who he was. Roberts with the corner, swung in left-footed, headed up in the air by Edmondson. Referee has pulled it back. It's going to be a restart there. Some kind of foul going on there. We're having a look. From the other angle on Roberts, I mean, there's contact with his foot. Is it a foul? I don't think it's a foul. Roberts is still on the deck when the ball goes in the net. It's all too late by then. You can see Chris Meppen pointing and saying there was a foul up the end. I just don't. I've watched it back. I mean, you can look at replays all day and convince yourself there's a foul, but in real time, just to me, it just wasn't a foul really. But hey, I'm sure you'll get Sunderland fans will tell me it was a foul. But I'll go with my first instinct. Open to interpretation, isn't it? Fully deserved lead. Great goal, nice pass, a lovely slide rule ball through. Let me know your thoughts. I can get the argument. To be honest, though, guys, when we go down, I've seen it in real time twice, and then I've seen 2 replays from one angle. And then you see a replay, and it's the 5th time I've seen it, and you're like, oh, maybe that's a foul. You know that whole clear and obvious thing. It's like, well, if it takes me 5 replays to consider that it might be a foul, then it's probably not a foul. But, hey, maybe it was inconclusive the first 4 times. Crossed in by Roberts, easy gather in the end by Travers. The deflection helps him out there. As we come up 14 minutes. Middlesbrough 1, Sunderland 0. I think Middlesbrough deserved the lead, don't they? I think they started the game really nicely. What do we got here? No foul. Not a foul. Never got foul. Get up. Get on with the game, Kieran. Sean, intriguing game. Even more intriguing now. We have an early goal. Sunderland have shown plenty of quality, plenty of resilience. They're going to have to show both tonight. Rigg has it taken off him by Bergzog, the goal scorer, who's having a lovely old time, isn't he? Down there at, he's in the left-back spot. He's kind of playing inside forward on the left-hand side, playing off Marcus Force, balancing out Morgan Whittaker on the other side. We got any Plymouth fans in? Let me know your thoughts on seeing Finn Azaz and Morgan Whittaker both with a playoff challenger. Schooled there at Plymouth, weren't they? A couple of brilliant players for Argyle down in the southwest. Oh, there's going to be a yellow card there. No, he's played on, actually. Roberts is into the box. Roberts goes on the left foot, hits the shot. It's deflected wide for a corner. Probably, if the Sunderland player had gone down there, and I couldn't quite see who it was, probably Dan Neil, wasn't it, from central midfield? Or was it Bellingham? I don't know. There would have been a yellow card come out. There's a clear shirt grab, wasn't there? Bellingham got caught there, didn't he? First, I think it's 2 fouls in there on the Sunderland players there. It's a bit late, that one, isn't it? Vandenberg. Corner for Boro. For Sunderland, excuse me. Everyone's stacking up on the back stick. Roberts puts it in left-footed in towards the back stick. His headed goal was good save that by Travers. Saw that late on. It's foul on the keeper. That's a stupid foul, that. Although I think maybe the offside flag had gone up. Good corner, good header. Best chance of the game for Sunderland, that really, wasn't it? Who got on the end of that? Is it Mepham? Yeah. Azaz, horrible hoik up in the air there. Well, I think the whistle had already gone, possibly. Yeah, good goalkeeping that by Travers. I don't know what Azaz is quite doing there. Shanks it right directly up in the air. Where's Latte Laugh? That's a fair question, Michael Shahid. I don't know. He's not here, is he? Throw in taken by Giles. 16:41 on the clock. Boro 1, Sunderland 0. Exciting game, interesting game. Boro deserving their lead. Patrick Roberts wanted a foul in the build-up to the goal. Hayden Hackney didn't care. Played a beautiful through ball. Bergzog, hot favourite, 1v1 with about a 40-yard running on goal as well. Took it well. Should be scoring that, though, if you are a striker, a forward, inside forward, use whatever language you like, of any repute. Pat Roberts has got the foul this time. Free kick taken. And switched over to the other side of play. Sunderland just getting a foothold now, but it's taken them to go a goal down in order to do that. Hume. Mepham. Keep getting your opinions in the chat. We'll read as many as we can throughout the show. Bellingham, Sirkin, good from Sunderland. Lefay out to Sirkin, crosses. It's going to go all the way back out to Hume. Roberts is open. Roberts gets it. Roberts, little knock inside. Neil. Roberts. Oh, lovely football from Sunderland. Neil, does he keep it in? I think he does. No. Goal kick. Lovely language there, Dan Neil. Maybe another reason why players don't want the refs mic'd up. Does he keep it in? Has he got a point? Let's have a look. No, that looked like that went out to me. I think the officials have got that right. To be honest, Dan Neil probably had the worst view of anyone there because he was kind of sliding in. George Edmonds had a good view, didn't he? Oh, they got caught playing out. It's straight to Bellingham in the 10. Bellingham tries to slide it into Isidore, but they've turned it over, and Boro now can counter-attack. Whittaker, Hollywood ball, back to front. It's not bad, actually, is that, from Whittaker? Force. Mepham breathing down his neck. They're not former Brentford players. Yeah, they are both former Brentford players. I corrected myself too quickly there. Giles into the box. Brilliant from Rigg. Turns his man inside his own box and then gives the ball away. Got a bit too excited there, Chris Rigg. Apologises. Brilliant bit of skill first off to just spin inside his own box. Couldn't find Wilson Isidore with the pass out with the left foot. Maybe Mepham and Force, someone looked that up, weren't at Brentford at the same time, but they're definitely both former Brentford players. Rich, Blue Monday legend. Like the zip of this game, two good teams. Yeah, both well coached, aren't they? Boro have started well, Rich, playing nicely. But a bit flaky, Middlesbrough. You know, they'll give Sunderland a chance. They'll give you a goal, Middlesbrough. That's the reputation. Aidan Morris has been booked. I wasn't paying attention, so I can't give you my opinion on that. I'll give it to you right now. Oh, if it's a tug back, you know it's a definite yellow card, yeah. I make that a correct decision. From referee Martin, the hench one, the ripped one, the big buff referee. You got that one right, regardless of how big his biceps are. Free kick Sunderland, Dan Neil. Slides it into Chris Rigg, the wonder kid, and then puts in an atrocious cross. Straight out of play. Dan Neil shouting, Enzo, get wide, and he's kind of pointing to both wings. No, Dan. It was a bad cross. But yes, that's where they should be. Nice and high and wide, according to the tactical plan. Azaz, nice little ball through his Pierce. That's a great ball. Here comes Hackney. Hackney driving through the middle. Hackney out to Force. Force, dreadful finish. Oh, dear. It was really nicely worked. They played through the press really easily there. Hackney again, brilliant. Look at this drive. Powers through the middle of the pitch. Remember, Joe Rothwell, when he was at Blackburn, was always the best at doing that. That's poor from Force, isn't it? Okay, he has to kind of wait and open his body up, but he leans back, he scoops it up and over. He can probably have a touch as well, given that's the type of pass he's got. Not a great finish to a really nice looking counter attack. Bellingham hits the deck, no foul. Middlesbrough playing really nicely here. Hackney, that's not a great ball. He's had 2 brilliant actions in this game so far, Hackney. Couldn't add a third there. I'm sure his boss there, Michael Carrick, a great central midfielder, would have admired Hackney's central midfield play thus far in this game. Edmondson. Morris coming deep. Edmondson back to Morris. Morris out to Ayling. Whittaker trying to knock it one side of his man and run the other. The foul's been given by Sirkin. Free kick taken quickly. Too quickly. Or not from the correct place, whatever the offence was. Referee Martin has pulled that one back. Ipswich got a new keeper, Ben. Is that confirmed now? Alex Palmer, the West Brom keeper, heading to Ipswich. Christian Walton injured. Aro Muric, not in good form. Bless him. I wish he was. I want to dig anyone out. Azaz flips the free kick in. It's gone all the way up and over. Bergsog recycle. Hackney takes it off him. Hackney's the best player on the pitch here, isn't he? Whipped in by Giles, angled towards goal by Force. That was a far more difficult chance. Good cross that actually by Giles. Pop that in on the near post. It's going to be really difficult for him to find the centre of the goal there, given all the Sunderland centre-backs were in position. So the one to the near post was the ball, wasn't it? Force couldn't angle that on target. And here come Sunderland. Rigg, the wonder kid. Hume to Mepham. Mepham travels. Neil. Mepham. Middlesbrough back into 4-3-3 defensive shape. Which is exactly actually what Sunderland did to them in the first game, didn't they? Well, that was clipped over the top for Rigg to chase. A bit too much on it. It's not quite working for Sunderland today. Why do Ipswich keep buying Championship players? You need Premier League players to stay up. Give us some names, Michael, of Premier League players who you would consider to be in that category who Ipswich would be able to sign. I'd be fascinated to know. Good luck is all I'll say. O'Neill. Mepham to Hume. That's nicely worked. Neil lifts that one over. Enzo Lefay tries to hit it first time. I get what he's trying to do there. He's trying to catch the keeper out. If he pulls it off, he looks like a genius, but he scuffs the shot. Easy save for Travers. Lovely ball by Dan Neil, wasn't it? Look at that. Beautiful pitched that one over the top. Lafay could have done better. It's the battle for relegation. Now 3 from 4. Yeah, looks like it, Michael. Doesn't it? Callum Wilson, please take him from Newcastle. He's very welcome, Lucy. We'll take him. On loan, maybe. You can pay half his wages, yeah? Oh, lovely turn by... Oh, brilliant by Bellingham. Yellow card here for Hackney. Possibly. Is he going to get away with that one? He's got away with that. Not too much protest from Bellingham. I thought he might have got yellow for that, Hackney. Given what was about to happen if Bellingham had drifted past him. And then Neil. Nice sliding tackle from Ayling there. A few good slide tackles in this game. We thought they'd be a thing of the past by now. Hooked on by Azaz, headed away. Pretty 50-50 now, this one, after Middlesbrough were fairly dominant. Am I allowed to use the word dominant in the first 15 minutes? I guess they were, weren't they? Played really well, Middlesbrough, didn't they? Gave Sunderland a lot to think about and got the goal. We said that actually before they scored, didn't they, Boro? I said they're at this level now where you say you need to score when you're on top. And they did. Top flight players have choices better than ITFC to sign for. Well, absolutely. It's this weird promoted teams plus parachute teams just seem to trade between them, and the 17 that are potentially going to go into their 4th season as the 17 clubs in the Premier League permanent established order are hoovering up all the better talent. But hey ho, that's for a longer conversation today. I discussed that with Matt SB actually on the Premier League Check-In podcast today. So check out Matt's thoughts. I think that's a good chat. Ayling crosses in from the right, headed out by Luke O'Neill. Hackney, Vandenberg, Ayling. Ayling feeds that in low. It's a good ball. Driven in by Bergzog. He curses himself. He hits it pretty well. How much does this miss by? It's a bit bobbly, isn't it? Patterson's not getting it. He doesn't hit that too badly, actually. Just lacking in the direction. Come on, Boro, says Glenn. They're playing well for you. Bet Newcastle must be regretting Chris Wood leave last season. Yeah, he's an absolute beast at the moment, isn't he, Chris Wood? What a player. Azaz blocked out, throw in Boro. Carrick has been back this window. Is it promotion or bust for him? I wouldn't say so, Liam. I agree he's been backed, but I just feel that they are, they're a playoff team, aren't they? So, and are you going to have to face Burnley maybe in the playoffs if Sheffield United pip them? And it could be a real hard one, couldn't it? Giles loses out there in central midfield. Hume knocks it forward. It's turned over, and Boro turning the screw, getting on top again in this one. Ayling. Hayden Hackney with a appalling shot there from about 35 yards. There is Iheanacho. He's having a lovely old time there. Just coming in on loan to Boro. Bezar. Worried about Doak injury rumours. I'm just going to pause there because Giles is into the box. And here's a counter attack now. Pat Roberts dribbling away. He's knocked it forward to Isidore. Isidore versus Vandenberg. Isidore, nice hold. Lovely back heel. I'll tell you what, Bergzog's having a good game defensively, isn't he? Following back there nicely down the left-hand side. Like to see his heat map. Sorry, I was in the middle of Bezza's. Still going 2-2. It could be. Boro are pretty deserved of their lead here thus far, though, aren't they, I would say. Fisherman Sid. Welcome, fella. In goes the cross to the back stick for Sunderland. Recycled by Sirkin. Bit of space for Lefay. Oh, lovely ball in by Lefay. Rig hits the shot, well blocked. Bit of quality by Lefay there. Oh, there's a shot driven in. Horrible deflection, and it's into the corner. Wow, there's the equalising goal. The deflection is off George Edmondson. I don't know where Daniel's shot was going, but as soon as it hit Edmondson, it killed Travers in goal, and that is 1-1. Neil with the goal, but let's be honest, the deflection does the damage. Yeah, it was a good build-up, wasn't it? Rig has his shot blocked, and Bergzog, I'd just say he'd had a good game defensively there. He gets robbed. Neil hits the shot, which is right down Travers' throat, isn't it? Probably saving that. Edmondson, I mean, he has to try and block it, doesn't he? But he's killed his keeper there. It won't go down as an own goal. But it's one of those where if George Edmondson has his time again, just leave that and the keeper probably saves it. He knows, with his face buried in the turf there. And that is 1-1. I normally argue with people who automatically say that deflections are lucky. They're often not lucky deflections. They're often one team moving the other team about, putting them in a bad position, and then that team it's basically a forced error. And I think that was a forced error, wasn't it, there? And it's 1-1. Get your thoughts in via the comments. Get in, Cara. Goal for your lot. Big deflection. FFS. Hello, Matt. Got a proposal to the Sunderland fans. If they beat Boro, Cov will try to beat Leeds. Good luck with that, Matt. Leeds playing very well at the moment. Roberts. Now we'll see how flaky Boro are. How resilient are they? Because Sunderland might come strong for the last 10 minutes of this half now. Roberts back stick volleys it into the ground. Easy catch for Travers. Boro's hard work undone. Had been well on top prior to that. Yeah, agreed, Rich. Sunderland just a good side though, aren't they, mate? A few minutes of Sunderland pressure is all that took. That's what good teams do. Amen. Amen, brother. Yes, indeed, Ben. FFS. Sunderland will control this now. Well, this is where Boro have got to not be flaky, Bezza, isn't it? Had a really good first 15 minutes and a not bad first 30 minutes. Can't just fold now, can they? Need to show some character here. Character. Like what I've done there. Oh, nice one around the corner. Bellingham tries a really audacious spin turn there. Doesn't quite pull it off. Referee Martin has no idea whose throwing that is. He's looking for some help in his ear. Edmondson goes long. Coming together there. Didn't look like a foul. Mepham and Force both hitting the deck. Hume. Oh, lovely turn there by Lefay. Little ball inside. He shows real. If you gave me his highlight reel of just all his little 2-second clips, Lefay's got quality, hasn't he? From a luxury player. Oh, slid into Rig. I think that's a decent challenge there. You'll get people who want a penalty for that. I think that's good from Giles. Just gets touched tight. There's contact, but not all contact is a foul. Let's have a look. I think he's okay there. Doesn't swing the arm out at all. That looks like fair contact to me. Brave as well, because he's on the wrong side. But he just holds his ground there. Ryan Giles, where I come from, that ain't a penalty. Feel free to disagree in the chat, though, as I know you guys love to sometimes. All allowed. Oh, given away now. Here's Roberts for Sunderland. Roberts into the box. Roberts, great dribble. First time cross by Hume is awful, really. Completely overcooks that. Isidore tries his best to jump at it. Too much on it, though, wasn't there? David Beckham, he wasn't there. To be honest, it wouldn't have been a hard cross to pick out Isidore. Just lift it over and drop it on his head on the back stick. He went to fizz it across there. Sunderland ending the half strongly, having equalised. Throwing Sunderland in the left back area. Sirkin will take it. Hurled down the line. Bellingham flick. Ailing header. Azaz flick. Nicely held by Force. Giles against Roberts. Oh, Giles has done really well there. Bergzog inside the box. Bergzog tries a reverse ball. Azaz wasn't on the right wavelength. Now, there should be a gap for Pat Roberts to run into here. Hackney wins the throw-in, though. Vandenberg, Ailing. Really good game, this, guys, isn't it? Ball fizzing about. Loads of aggressive pressing. Loads of attacking. Bellingham. Mepham. Into the centre circle. O'Neill. Sirkin. Lefay. O'Neill. It's good from Sunderland. Controlling this now, aren't they? Roberts. Hume. Mepham. O'Neill. Lefay. Where's the key pass then, guys? It's all in front of Boro thus far, this move. Want to get it to Bellingham or Rig, don't they? Sirkin. Lefay dropping off. It's patient. Where's it going, though? Bellingham. Mepham. Yeah, that's the problem. It went to the centre-back 30 yards out. And a pretty poor shot. It is a good game, everyone. Yeah, I am enjoying it. Am I doing a live stream on Thursday? What are the live games this week? Let me know. There's one for the highlight reel for Lefay there. Back heel nutmeg on good old Luke Ayling. Any more Championship games on TV this midweek? I know there's Burnley playing and Coventry and Leeds are playing, aren't they? One's in the channel. Hume clears up, knocks it back to Patterson. O'Neill. Azaz closes him down. 5 to half time. There you go. Liverpool, Spurs, and Doncaster v Chesterfield. We'll have a look. Is Leeds Coventry on TV on Wednesday? Is that on? Any channels? Could look it up myself, couldn't I? Hackney. Giles. Morris, you going to switch the play? No, just drops that one in to Azaz. Morris. It's a foul on Whittaker, isn't it? Just shielded that ball nicely. Yeah, you're right, Annie. Lefay. There's going to be a receipt coming from Ayling, isn't there, at some point for that nutmeg? And he'll get away with it because he's too clever, Ayling, too experienced, isn't he? West Ham leading 1-0. Woof. Second leg of the League Cup. So we could do a League Cup semi, couldn't we? More interested on this channel in Coventry Leeds, aren't we? Set play goes in. Who's hit the deck there? Is it the fridge? Edmondson goes down. Ain't going to get a penalty for that, are you, fella? Nah. Edmondson and Mepham there. Irresistible force, immovable object. You can tell me which one's which. Restart for Sunderland. Patterson's going to go long with this one. Made that good save, didn't he, Patterson, from force at 0-0. Didn't have much chance with a goal, did he? Hi, Ben, and hi to everyone who smashed the like button. And hello to a dancing penguin there, which Enid would love. Score prediction for Coventry Leeds. I'll throw that over to Matt SB if he's still in the comments. You've got back Leeds at the moment, haven't you, surely? Won 7-0 at the weekend because only Coventry won 4 on the trot, haven't they? And they're at home. I don't know. Give me a draw. 1-1. Hackney. Little dink over the top. Oh, had to deal with that, didn't they, Sunderland? It's still bobbling about on the edge of the box. Neil kind of pokes it backwards. They get a bit of a lucky bounce there, Sunderland. And here comes Bellingham away. Oh, brilliant drag back heel there. You've got to love Lefay, haven't you? He's my kind of player. How about that? Cross goes into the back stick there. Roberts was arriving. All I want to see is a slow-mo replay of that drag back and back heel there by Lefay, who... Remember when Ronaldinho had those 2 years for Barcelona where every time he got the ball, he tried to do a trick? I think that should be Lefay's instructions here. Referee Martin's having a right yell at someone. Luke O'Neill, I think he's been yellow carded. Yep, for a rugby tackle on Delano Bergsog. I need to see that back heel from Lefay again. Take it, Enid likes happy feet if she likes dancing. Oh, my God, Dave, she's got bloody tonsillitis again. Poor little sausage. Been off to the doctors this morning. Shaylee took the day. We have the meds, but poor little thing, eh? Not nice, that. Permanent pain. And when your kid's not enjoying eating, you know they're ill. Here comes Roberts. Oh, Roberts outside of the foot. Beautiful ball to Isidore. Is he offside? Yes, he is. There's an attempted shirt pull there by Whittaker in the counter. Yeah, Dan Neal's pointing that out as well. Yeah, it didn't look offside, actually, did it? Looking at the hatching on the pitch. Although I always look at the players' feet, and sometimes it's not the feet that are offside, are they? There's a shoulder or bit of torso or chest or whatever, head. Players are leaning forward like that to run. I didn't even notice it was stoppage time. Enjoying the game so much that is indeed half time. That's a great first half, guys. That wasn't it? Really good game between Middlesbrough and Sunderland up in the northeast. I've got to say, Boro were excellent for the first 15 minutes or so. Really dominant, really deserving of their lead, I thought. Good chance, a couple of good chances actually, although the best one before they took the lead fell to Marcus Force, Ayling down the right-hand side, stands the cross up, couldn't get enough pace on the cross. Force tries to header it into the far corner, but just couldn't generate the power. Good save, Patterson. The goal comes on 11. I'm sure the Sunderland fans will want a foul on Pat Roberts. It took me to the 5th replay to even consider it was a foul. So with that being said, I don't think it was a foul. And then brilliant from Hackney, drives away, and while he's on the run, slips the through ball in. Bergzog clean through from 40 yards. Some players panic. He was nice and chilled out, slid it in with the right foot. And then it went, I can't say that then Sunderland took over at 1-0 down and started chasing it, because they didn't. It just kind of got back to more of a 50-50 tit for tat game. And you tell me in the chat, were Sunderland on top when they equalised? They'd forced a bit of control, hadn't they? But they were hardly banging the door down. Nice few little cameos from Enzo Lefebvre down the left-hand side. The goal came from him cutting the ball back. Rigg has the shot blocked. It's Bergzog, the goal scorer, gets caught on the edge of the box. And they've got Middlesbrough in a not advantageous position. Who scored it? Neil. He hits the shot. Edmondson has to try and do something to block it. But as I say, they've put him in a horrible position. And Edmondson's deflection and attempt to block it completely kills Travers in goal. And the deflection takes it in to the corner. For the rest of the half, I don't know. Sunderland then maybe edged it at 1-1. It's all opinion. You can give me yours in the comments. What I will say, really, really good half. 56-44 in Boro's favour on the possession and heavily on the XG. 1.18 to 0.4. 8 shots to 7. 2 shots on target to Boro. 4 for Sunderland. That's in their favour. 2 big chances, though. I'm assuming they've classed Force chance as a big one as well, to 0 for Sunderland. Obviously, their goal came from outside the box with a little bit of a help from the deflection. Speaking of help, the draw isn't that much help to either side other than keeping something out of the loss column here. Sunderland would be 2 points behind Burnley. More pertinently, they would be 7 points behind Leeds if they want to keep in the title race. Can't let that gap get stretched, and they could bring it back to 5 points today. Middlesbrough, I mean, I say it's an unhelpful draw. It's far more helpful for Middlesbrough than it is for Sunderland, because this would take them up from 7th to 5th. Just 1 point. No goal difference, and 1 point takes them up 2 places. How about that? That's the joy of playing on a Monday night after everybody else has played. Right. I am going to go and grab a decaffeinated coffee because I am rock and roll. So I'm going to take a little 5-minute break. I'll put the stinger up. You can get your questions in and whatnot as we go. I need to set the timer as well. I will be back. Go and grab yourself a drink. Visit the toilet if you need to. Check in on the transfer window. All of that good stuff. And I will be right back. Why have I put my calculator up? I don't need my calculator. I need my timer on my iPhone. So when I click this button, I can time 5 minutes. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Half time in Middlesbrough versus Sunderland. Really good game, actually. 1-1. Very nicely poised. Let me know how you see this one ending up as I struggle to turn my phone on flight mode. Why won't you just let me do it? There you go. Such an old fuddy-duddy with technology. Get in the comments with your views, get any questions in, and we can do a few of those over half time. If you will indulge me, just a quick little plug for my other life, where I am a musician and I will be performing in the wonderful That's So 90s show. You can come and see us. Our next show is in Colchester. It's a pretty big one, actually. Nice big theatre, that one. That's So 90s at the Colchester Mercury, Thursday, 20th of February. Buy 4 tickets, get the 5th free if you're coming with a group. How about that? Look, there's me down there. Really looking forward to that. If you are in the Essex area, come and see us. Plenty of other shows as well. We'll be in Wolverhampton and Leicestershire in March. We'll be in Leeds in April. I'll be in Eastleigh, by the way, in February as well. I'll be up in Scotland in May. Plenty of shows there if you want to see me in my other life. That's So 90s. Check that out on Instagram and on Facebook. And if you fancy coming and seeing us in Colchester, I may have, if you contact me privately, I may have a little discount code for you for that one. Thank you for all of the support on the stream. I think it was like 73 likes when I just checked when I came back with my coffee. So let's do a quick like spike, see if we can push up towards 100 likes. And then we'll go to some questions and comments before we get back to the second half. Hit the thumbs up button right now. You've got 11 seconds. Do it. Thank you so much, everybody. It's difficult because you do this every show and you kind of say the same things, but it is true. It is bewildering and amazing that 42,000 people are subscribed to this channel to hear me bang on about football. I don't know any more than you. I'm not an expert. I'm just a fan. We've built the platform. I love sharing these evenings with you guys. It's very humbling, all the support you give with the thumbs ups, with the donations, the likes and the comments. And yeah, just amazing. If you'd have told me a few years ago we'd be doing this from my house, I'd have been made up. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, each and every one of you. Right. Let's read some comments here. Did you see any of the... I did see, fair play. I did see I Show Speed. He was a good sport, wasn't he? Because he got absolutely ruined, the poor fella. Bless him. I suppose he agreed to do that, didn't he, if it's wrestling? But yeah, fair play to him. I thought it was brilliant. And that hurt, didn't it? That really hurt. I Show Speed. Yeah, it took a massive spear tackle, didn't he? Where's my music? Have you a second? It's not my music in the That's So 90s show. It's other people's music. But yeah, you can check that out on Facebook and on Instagram. Might go to the one in Leeds. Visit Wakey Wines. Well said. Very, very nice too. Richard, is there a prediction show for midweek? Let me fathom that. I need to do the format for Sam tomorrow. We may well miss them out, Richard, to be honest, because we're not going to get to do all of them. So we might focus on the games at the weekend. So that's probably a no. But I bet if you tweet Sam Parkin and ask him for his predictions, he'll give you them anyway. Liam, I did say we'd end Luton's away losing streaks. We should have won, but didn't. Yeah, I mean, Luton will take that when he just stop the rot, get a point, move on. Lewis, Derby absolute horror show. Needed minimum 4 in today. Sending our best player an 8 out injured. All we've mustered up is an 18-year-old kid on loan from Everton. Well, don't blame him, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Ian, 16 fit players and no one signed today. That doesn't sound very good. What else have we got here? Beza, that's very kind of you to say. A fellow guitarist who's been around. Props to you. Thank you So much. Very kind. Yeah, if you do want to come and see me in the That's So 90s show, please do. And like I say, for that Colchester show, we have got a friendly little discount. Right, so we play Where in the World. So all I want to know from you is where you're watching from tonight. It's a nice straw poll for me to know where everybody is in this wonderful world. As I always say, you don't need to be clever, you don't need to be funny, you don't need to be smart. Just literally write down your location. So I would write Wixham's, Bedfordshire, if I was answering. Let me know, where in the world are you watching from? Yeah, let's play Where in the World. Always fascinating to know where everybody is as we get into the second half. Keep them coming. I might have to hit go on the keep them coming. I'll read them out in a second because we're about to kick off in the second half. 1-1 here. We'll reset and give you the team lineups in just a jiffy also. Get me your Where in the Worlds in right now as... well, frankly, the Sky producer is about to tell the referee when to blow the whistle for the start of the second half. And off and away we go. 1-1. Keep your Where in the World's coming and I'll read them all out. Here are your teams, guys, for this one. For Boro, Travers, Ayling, Edmondson, Vandenberg, Giles, Hackney, Morris, Whittaker, Azaz, Bergzog, the scorer, and Force. For Sunderland, Patterson, Hume, Metham, O'Neill, Sirkin, Bellingham, Neil, the scorer, Rigg, Roberts, Isidore, and Lefay. Yellow cards for Morris and O'Neill in the first half. Right, we were playing Where in the World. Let's read these ones out here. Jamie is in Withington. Bezza in Middlesbrough. Matt, Melbourne. Dave's in the West Country. Liam's in the blue half of Sheffield. Cara is in Seaham, County Durham. Matthew in York. Dancing Penguin there in Ireland. Eric, don't stitch me up with that. Guangzhou, China. Don't know how my pronunciation is there. Colne is where Kelvin is. Christopher's in Belfast. Richard's in Kilkenny. Look at that. A couple of Ireland in a row there, or Northern Ireland and Ireland there. David's in Baildon, Ian's in Maltby, Alf's in Chesham, Alex in Osaka out in Japan, and Andrew is in up the Clarets land. How about that? Matt in Arkansas as well. We always have lots of American or people based in America watching the watch-alongs. Fantastic, especially when some of them are like stupid o'clock in the morning as well, and people are up watching the football. Jay in good old Leeds as well. Lewis in good old Derby. Hackney goes 50-50 there, gets fouled by Neil. Lewis, thoughts on the outside on Warren? Derby getting really toxic now, feels like it's heading one way. It does, doesn't it? And it's one of those where they'll cling on until it's really, really necessary, but you do feel like he's going to end up losing his job, which will make me sad because I'm a big fan of Paul Warren as a person. I don't know whether he's the right fit right now for Derby, which is the decision they've got to make, not because he's a great guy, but there you go. Michael is also in Leeds as well. Sirkin knocks that one back in. Let's see if we can get a bit of zhuzh, a bit of momentum up in this half. First half was good. Nice feed there from O'Neill. Lefay knocks it on. Rigg, Bellingham, Roberts. Hume's going to go on the overlap. Roberts comes inside. Roberts onto his left foot. Still got the ball, Roberts. Done well. O'Neill. Neil. Bellingham. Bellingham's strong, isn't he? It's gone loose in the end, and Meth managed to just clip it up the line and out of play. Matthew, as an outsider, do you think there should be any pressure on Carrick? Yeah, that's a very interesting question, Matthew, because as an outsider, I don't. But I'm not an insider, where I assume you think there may be some pressure on Carrick. Someone did ask earlier, to be fair, Matthew, given a little bit of backing as well, given that in January, should he be producing a playoff team? Probably. Good squad, isn't it? Good squad. I like him, but yeah, I get the tone of the question. I do. Wickham must not want to be promoted. Hiring Mike Dodds. Nice job that. Up at the top of the league with Wickham in League One. O'Neill powering forward. Just overran it, but wins the throw-in as well. Sunderland probably started the second half the better, in my humble opinion. Bellingham. Good press by Middlesbrough. They forced the error there? No, but Ayling wins it in the air. Whittaker tries to bring it down. Pope down the line, and Sunderland going to be able to go home. Patterson clears left-footed. Bit messy. Ayling. Crunching tackle there. Put through. Isidore is onside and clean through. Got to score. Isidore lays the keeper down. Sticks it into the net. And I said, Sunderland have started the second half well. We said Bergzog had ice in his veins when he went through up that end in the first half. Isidore had even more ice in his veins. He laid the keeper down. He's given Sunderland the lead. Middlesbrough 1, Sunderland 2. Right at the start of the second half, Isidore is the scorer. Let's have a look at the offside here. No, he's on. It's a great run, isn't it? He's onside. Linesman's called that correctly. Look at that. Keeper on his backside there from Isidore. Took that beautifully, didn't he? Is it Edmondson with Isidore? And Sky had a nice angle from the hard cam. He looked onside to me. That's as cool as you like. What a dummy that was by Wilson Isidore. Whoop! Sit down. And he's done Travers, and he just walks it in to the back of the net. Middlesbrough 1, Sunderland 2. Isidore, last time we did Sunderland on Watch Along, he failed to convert 2 penalties. Use whatever language you like. Missed, saved. He didn't score them. He scored today, and Sunderland lead, and they will tie up with the team he missed those 2 penalties against. Burnley on 58 points. I said Sunderland had started the second half pretty well, and they have scored whilst on top early in the second half. Let's get some of your views on that goal. What do we got here? Composure in spades. It was, wasn't it? Any gin and Dubonnet tonight? Decaf coffee, Elliot. Nothing so lovely. What do we got? Unreal onside. Yeah, I thought he was onside. I had a really good look at the linesman as he was running through and into the back of the net. Can't cope watching this. Beza, a nice fake shot. Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it? Knew he was onside. Well, good call if you knew that first time. Jesus, that's something lovely, wasn't it? Yeah. Sit down. I hope he said that as he went through. Bit of S-housery there. Borough Gamble playing the high line. Flag correctly not raised. Yeah, he looks onside, doesn't he? He does look onside. Look at Edmondson's feet, and Isidore times that perfectly. And I think Edmondson compounds it because he does step up. He steps up after the ball's been played, though, doesn't he? Love that, Cara. Made that run like a young Michael Owen. Michael Owen's runs didn't even need to be any good because he was so damn fast. It wasn't even funny. Michael Owen could have started that run 5 meters further back and still been through quicker than Isidore, couldn't he? If you want to have some fun, look up peak Michael Owen. And I mean, when he's like 17, 18, it is scandalous how good that guy was. My God. Bellingham. Lefay, Bellingham's good from Sunderland. Cross in low. Oh, big chance, Isidore. Oh, big chance for Rig, was it as well? That should be 3-1. Oh, my goodness. Isidore missed his kick, but then Rig had probably an even better chance. That should definitely be 3-1, shouldn't it? Goodness me. Sunderland are playing well at the start of this second half, but you've got to take that chance at 2-1, haven't you? Goodness. Look for a replay of that. Bellingham just missed controls. Ayling will be able to clear. There's a foul on the edge of the box by Rig. Hopefully we get a replay of that. Both Isidore and Rig probably should have scored there, shouldn't they? All opened up nicely. Lefay. Sirkin puts the cross in. To be fair, Isidore might be offside there, so maybe justice was done. I cannot believe the wonder kid, Chris Rigg, though, did not just slide that into the back of the net with his left foot. That goal versus Argentina, oh, it's ridiculous, wasn't it? Peak Owen, you got to love it. Sirkin. Sunderland with a spring in their step. Regis Lebris must have had a nice old team talk there at halftime. Going very nicely. Mepham. O'Neill. Guys, we are at 92 likes on the stream. Get us over 100. Hit that thumbs up button if you can. Even if you're watching on Twitter, give us a thumbs up as well. Helps us out no end here with all the data and the algorithms on the channel. Did the flag go up? Beg your pardon. I thought he looked offside, Annie. That linesman's had a good 5 minutes if you got both of those right. Well played, Lino. Never get any credit, linesman, but two really hard calls, really quick ones. Looks like he's gotten both. Bob on there, Lino down the right-hand side. Rig, the wonder kid down the right. Roberts crosses left-footed. Bellingham arriving. Oh, did he take it off Isidore's head as well on the far post? Big thumbs up from Isidore for Pat Roberts. I don't think he did take it off his head. I think he's got to go and try and head that, Bellingham, hasn't he? It's a great third-man run from central midfield, isn't it? And then it's just behind Isidore. I think they're both onside as well, aren't they? Sunderland. The Black Cats purring, if you will. Michael Carrick looking a bit forlorn. What response has he got here? To a very well-drilled Sunderland team. They really are, aren't they? Lafay. Bellingham. Sirkin. Lafay. It's too much on that. It's poor from Sirkin, who's a very good player, but completely over-hit that one. Lauren, Boro going to lose, do you think? No, I'm not calling this one yet. They are going to the bench. Boro, is that the lad from Villa, whose name I don't know? Samuel Illing Jr. Anyone seen him play? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's him. I haven't. You know me. I'm always honest. If I don't know something, I ain't going to lie. Vandenberg. Ayling. Seen him play a few times. Ayling crosses right-footed. It's not bad. It's a bit floaty, and Patterson comes and grabs it. The line was nice on the cross. But the keeper had a good look at that one and came out to catch it. 57-59 on the clock. 2-1. Sunderland. Oh, they've given it away playing out from the back. Morris. Driven shot by Hackney, and there it is, 2-2. Hackney, he set up the first goal. He's driven that one in with his right foot for the second goal, and this excellent game has an excellent goal, a fourth goal to make it Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 2. Hackney is the scorer of number 4. Sunderland will be so disappointed with that. It was O'Neill into Bellingham, was it? Whose fault's that? Is it a poor pass or does Bellingham not hold it? I don't know. Those two can decide between the two of them. It's a great finish by Hackney, though, isn't it? Drilled in with the right foot. Finds the side netting beautifully there, doesn't he? And it is Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 2. We had a few people call the Desmond on this one. Let us know in the chat. Did you call a Desmond earlier on when we did the predictions? I distinctly remember a few people doing so. So fair play, you're on for it. But would you be surprised if there was a 5th goal in this game? I don't think you would. Would you? Samuel Illing Jr. is on the pitch. He's on the ball, actually. Finazaz, the goal contribution machine, has come out. 4-3. I tell you, well, you're on for it. Get in. Desmond. We are on for the Desmond. Or could we be on for another goal for Boro? Oh, it's blocked out by force. Sunderland need to get their heads in the game here. They were loose as anything there, weren't they? It's a good block in the end by Mepham. This is Illing Jr. down the right. Touch, and Mepham just gets... I mean, he's completely on the deck, just throwing anything at it. Could have been another deflected goal down that end. Corner for Boro, which Illing Jr. tries to take short. Force and Patterson having some fun on the goal line there. Ayling right in the thick of it, of course. The Housery master. Illing Jr. puts the corner in. It's recycle here on the far post. Drilled in. Bergshog, wasn't it? And Sunderland are going to counter. Oh, that nearly went through to Isidore, who would have been clean through from inside his own half then. Do you remember Dan Juma in the playoff game? Remember that against Brentford where he was basically clean through? He had like 60 metres to run. Of course, he stuck it in the net, didn't he? But yeah, you never see anything like that. Brentford in that game, everybody forward. Look that goal up if you haven't seen it. Quite incredible. Whittaker. Oh, Whittaker's going back into the box. That's a decent tackle, that. O'Neill right on the edge of the box. They're giving it away again. Ayling's going to knock it on. Oh, into the box was Hackney. Got a few committed forward now. We could get a counter this side in the gap where Ayling was. And here comes Bellingham powering down the left wing. It's a great game, guys. Bellingham into the box. He wants to go on his right foot. Of course he does. Wanted an overlap there from Enzo Lefebvre. Didn't get one. Sirkin. Lefebvre. Another amazing bit of skill by Lefebvre. Have a look at that. Christ. What a player he is. Back to Bellingham. Mepham. Curled in. Oh, it's a missed kick. Christ, by Edmondson. He's had a bit of a shaky game, isn't he? Out for a corner. Wow. Can we see that bit of skill by Lefebvre there? We didn't get to see the last one. Yeah, I think it's a good tackle, that, by O'Neill. There, toe end on the ball. There is contact afterwards. Not all contact is a foul. Corner Sunderland. Sooner or later in the Championship, Enzo Lefebvre is going to score a ridiculous goal after a ridiculous bit of skill, isn't he? Oh, Illing Jr. Can he get away down the right? He's beaten his man. Fouled by Bellingham? Yeah, looked like it. He looks lively. Illing Jr. Joe Bellingham takes the yellow card. On loan from Aston Villa. Is he? No, he's not. Why did I think he was at Villa? On loan from Bologna. Is that right? Or Juventus? I don't know. Where's he on loan from? Bologna? I thought he was on loan from Villa. What do I know? What do I know? 100 likes reached. Happy days. Thank you, Ian. For the wonderful news, Lefebvre puts that over the top for Isidore. Isidore chasing him behind again. Isidore drills the shot. Good save, Travers. Great play by Isidore there. He had no right to be nearly scoring from that. Tremendous work. Dink over the top by Lefebvre with the right foot. You think, just hold that one up. But he gets a really good shot away with the left foot. Excellent from Isidore. Into the ground. Travers is going the wrong way as well. Flings his left arm out at it. Pokes it around the post. Falling very unorthodox. There you go. He is on loan from Villa. I was right. Thank you, guys. I'm not going mad. Happy days. It's not all about me being right, but it helps. Corner. Sunderland. It's gone short. Lefebvre. Roberts. Oh, is that going to turn over? No. Dan Neal is there. Pops it up in the air. Lefebvre spectacularly hits the deck there. Roberts is going to carry it on. And the game has been stopped after a nasty fall by Enzo Lefebvre. Pedro Neto has made it 1-1 in Chelsea versus West Ham, where they are a couple of minutes behind us. By the way, I was mentioning earlier how bewildering it is to have so many subscribers here on this channel. We've got 42,704 subscribers. How about that? And how about we get a few more? If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, I would love you to do just that right now. You can do it. It's under the video, somewhere around there. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You've got 10 seconds. We call this a sub surge. Unbelievable scenes. 42,000. Imagine that one day we could get to 50,000 subscribers here on this channel. Wouldn't that be a fine achievement for all of us here, especially you lot have been watching and supporting the channel for a fair wee while. Road to 50k. I mean, it could be a long road, but we'll hang in there. I'm not going anywhere. Why would I stop doing this? It's too much fun. I think we're going to restart here as we go into really the key portion of this game. Can someone go ahead and win it? Neil, oh, he's quite lucky to get that, I think. Looked like Whittaker was about to nick it off him. Alex Palmer, confirmed to Ipswich. Happy days. Goalies ahoy. Pepe Signori, what a player he was. O'Neill knocks it back to Patterson. 2-2. Lovely switch of play there. Nice take by Pat Roberts as well. Roberts tries to reverse ball. It has found its way through to Wilson Isidore. Isidore Roberts. Oh, lovely change of direction there from Neil. Roberts, nice feed through. Sirkin in a great position. Take a touch. Oh, he didn't take the touch. Goodness me, could have taken that right into the heart of the 6-yard box pretty much there, and he crossed it first time. They're still going though. Roberts, can he sort his feet out? Yes, he can. Cross comes in from Hume. Not a good one. Bit disappointed there. Sirkin had a real chance to go for the throat there, put the cross in first time, and unless that cross is bang on, he would have been better served taking the touch and moving towards goal. Marcus Force out, Tommy Conway in for Middlesbrough. I'm guessing that is a straight swap. Although I suppose you could put Bergzog up front. We'll find out when we get the wide shot, won't we? Maybe Bergzog is playing down the middle. Illing Jr. No. Conway's gone up top. Bergzog's playing in the 10. Whittaker left. Illing Jr. right. Is the look of Boro's front line to finish this game. There you go. Some boos from a Bristol City point of view. You love to see it. Illing Jr. Morris. Ayling, bit of space. Ayling goes in early. Whittaker. Oh, Whittaker, nice idea. Really nice idea there. Didn't go for the byline early. Tries to shape that in to the far corner. Patterson makes the save, but nice creativity there from Whittaker there. Couldn't quite find the pace. Patterson. It's been a tremendous game, this one. Will there be another goal? A mega 5-goal bonus point game? Or are we settled now at the Desmond and 2-2 is going to be the final score? Hackney with a goal and an assist. Bergzog, Isidore, Neil with a deflection, the other goal scorers. Samed has come on for Sunderland. The wonder kid, Chris Rigg, has gone out. Samed on loan from Lens by the look of it. I'm guessing Regis Lebris going to what he knows and the French league. Why not, eh? Hackney. Hackney drives forward down the left. Whittaker in off the left onto that right foot. We all know what's going to happen if he does that, or other way around, right to left, isn't it? Illing Jr. gets it taken off him, and Sirkin knocks that one back into Enzo Lefay, who pings that over the top. Oh, is it helped onto Isidore? No, Edmondson's done well this time. Helps that away to Giles, to Hackney. Hackney drives forward. He's had a good game, Hackney, hasn't he? Old school box-to-box game as well. Hackney wasn't intended for Bergzog. Bergzog continues to move, though. Ayling can't get control of it. Bellingham gets a foot in. Has Parkin got the Desmond? Oh, you're killing me, Liam. Come on. Someone score. Go. Anyone. Don't care. Ruin Parkin's scoreline. I can't be dealing with this. And his smug face tomorrow on the check-in podcast. Do I ever hear from Harry from Bath? Not me personally, Neil, but Rich on the podcast team will check in with him every now and then. But he is well and very much approving of what we are doing. Better take the lid off that bottle if I want to drink some, hadn't I? Throw in into the corner flag area. Isidore tries to backheel it. Cleared away. It's out of play. It's going to be another Sunderland throw in. It's just kind of calmed down a bit, calm before the storm. Are we going to get a winner in the last, 16 and a half minutes of this one? O'Neill. Mepham back to O'Neill. It's a little temporary calm as the ball's played around the back for Sunderland. Samed. Mepham. Hume. O'Neill. Sirkin. It's poor. It's gone out, hasn't it? Bobbling along the line, but I'm sure it's gone out. Yeah, Bellingham can't keep that one in. Edmondson. Not into Bergzog. Bergzog gets clattered by Trey Hume. But I want Edmondson to still be at Ipswich. I liked him, but unfortunately the club has moved on very quickly. And the centre-back choices are now maybe a slightly different level. The price you pay for double promotion, eh? Roberts. Clumsy tackle there on the edge of the box. I thought he might get a foul there. Dan Neil. There's one gone the other way. Samed crashes in. I actually agree with Neil there. Thought there was a chance that was a free kick on the edge of the box. You tell me. Jay, Chelsea 2, West Ham 1 in the Premier League. They're about 2 minutes behind us in that one. So about 74 probably of that goal. All the goals, though, here in the Championship tonight. Remember that. Next time we get a 0-0 and everyone's moaning that I haven't summoned any goals, like it's my fault. Brutal. What's going on here, then? Some sponsorship banner has blown onto the pitch by the look of it. Bull boys are getting rid of it. Referee Martin's going to do it for him. There you go. Use those big biceps for something useful, Referee Martin. Own goal, Wan-Bissaka. Ouch. Oggy, oggy, oggy. You don't have to say oi, oi, oi in the chat. Don't worry about it. Patterson goes long with the clearance. Are we going to get into neither side wants to lose this one now? Or are we going to have someone go for the win? That's going to be a yellow card for Bergzog, isn't it? Mistimes that one badly. And it's a trip. Ouch. On Dan Neil. Free kick Sunderland. As we approach the last 10, Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 2, Bergzog and Hackney, Neil and Isidore. It went 1-0, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2. I don't know, that pattern tells me Middlesbrough score the next goal, do they? If you buy that logic, you believe anything, eh? Free kick in from Hume. Lafay brings the bouncing ball down. Giving it away, though. Channel ball for Whittaker is a poor one. Over here, out of play. Bit low on quality the last 5 minutes, I'd say. Has been a really good game, but neither side really showing the composure to go ahead and win this game. Liam, can't win, don't lose territory. Do you think that's affecting the quality? You might be right. Getting in their own heads, the players here, maybe. This is where a really good team focuses up and goes and wins the game. Is there a really good team on the pitch? You tell me. League table tells us that Sunderland got 11 more points to Middlesbrough. So would that make them the more likely? You tell me. Ayling goes home. Travers. Edmondson. Bergsog. Blocked out. Roberts, who's had a pretty industrious game down the right-hand side. I know a few are going to point fingers, aren't they, and say, should he have been stronger for that first goal? He's won a corner there, though. Sunderland can take their time and bring up the big lads for this one. Would be a good point for Middlesbrough. Well, I agree with that, Jay, on the basis of the movement in the table. 1 point takes them to 5th, and then you've ticked off 2 games against one of these top 4 teams that looks like they're going to score a hell of a lot more points than everybody else. Corner in from Sunderland. Good header out by Edmondson. Samed recycle. Good ball down the line. Bellingham's onside, isn't he? No. It's going to be a restart. Mayenda is going to come on. And Isidore, I think he's had a good game, actually. Led the line well coming in. Dylan, evening, Ben, just in from work. Who's looking the most likely? I'm going to tempt fate here, Dylan. It looks like a draw to me. It does with 10 to go. I'm not seeing a side really turning the screw here. So I don't know whether you'll go a couple more minutes and it'll be right. Let's just retreat back, take a point, shake hands, move on. 2013, Carroll and Suarez joining Liverpool. Yeah, worked out well for one of them. Whittaker crosses in, easy gather for Patterson. Samed. Who's going to go up top for Sunderland then? Is Mayenda going to play down the middle, I wonder? Feels like he's just got a load of wingers on up front now. Yeah, he is going down the middle. Mayenda. Hoiked forward by Sirkin, Edmondson chest. Hoofed away. Nod down by Mepham. Booted into the channel. Roberts wants a foul. He ain't getting one. Cleared forward. It's a bit stretched now. As in, not compact. Feels like defence is far away from strikers and balls being booted forward. When at its best, we had 2 compact teams, both kind of moving the ball nicely. It's a little bit more loose here. Middlesbrough up there in, well, only 2 teams have scored more final 15-minute goals than Middlesbrough. And Sunderland have lost the most points in the final 10 minutes, according to Sky Sports. Sunderland fans will be really happy to hear both of those stats publicised. Lafay. Roberts inside onto the left again. Still Roberts. Tries to feed it through. It's too crowded there. Get rid. Yeah, good ball. Lefay over on the right wing now. Lefay, Roberts, good ball back. Shot driven in by Hume. Kept control of it, but it is down Travers' throat. Got to find the corner there with that one. Easy save for the keeper to make. There'll be a big chance for someone before the end. We shall see. We shall see. Carroll playing for Bordeaux in the French 4th Division. That is tremendous. Restart for Middlesbrough, just in front of the technical box there. Michael Carrick. Ayling. Hi, Ben. How are you? I'm very well, thank you, Struggers. Enjoying this game, which is nearly over. Can we find a winner? Just over 5 minutes of normal time to go. 2-2. Does feel like a draw, doesn't it? Doesn't feel like either side's busting a gut here. Gambling on the win. They don't want to lose it. I think it would take a mistake now for someone to win stroke lose this game. Big hoik forward looking for Mayenda. Too much on that. It is gone a bit more direct here. Neither side wants to commit sort of fullbacks forward into the attack now. Sitting on the point a little bit. Samed, Sirkin, give away. Morris is going to sweep that up. Edmondson. Ayling's knocked that through. Conway and Illing Jr. chasing. Neil gets it back to Patterson, though. 4 remaining of normal time. Bergzog 50-50 with Samed, won by the Sunderland man. And Roberts, lovely little dribble, change the direction, step over, outside of the foot, down the line. All the tricks there from Roberts. And Edmondson's going to have to play that or it's going to be a corner. Back to Travers. Cleared their lines, but it's a good win that by O'Neill. A good ball, actually. Oh, lovely first touch by Lefay into the box. Lefay drills it in. Oh, that is an own goal for the ages. Oh, my word. Ryan Giles has smashed it in on the volley into his own net to surely win the game for Sunderland. It was a great first touch by Lefay. He drills it across, but is an own goal, the likes of which Ryan Giles will not want to see again. Goodness me, what a match. Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 3. I think we have a winner. I said it would take a mistake, and by God, we've got the mistake of all mistakes. My goodness me, what about that? I mean, first of all, look at this first touch from Lefay, who is a great player, isn't he? Look at that, beautiful. Completely kills Ayling, drills it across. I mean, Giles is really unlucky, isn't he? He doesn't see it to the last minute. He thinks Edmondson's going to get it. He tries to jump out the way of it. As he lifts his foot up to jump, his foot volleys the ball. Look at that. He's trying to get out the way. And he beats his own keeper. He is a long way out as well. It looks like he's on line with the penalty spot, doesn't it? He's about 10, 12 yards out. Wow. Goodness me. Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 3. It's been a fantastic match. Probably doesn't deserve to be ended like that. It's a bit unlucky for Giles, but wow. What a moment. This will be a huge win for Sunderland if they can pick it up 3-2 now. That goal timed, I think, did it go in 86? I don't know whether Sky have put the time up. Incredible finish to this game. Wow. Get in, Sunderland. Great finish. Parkin's prediction in the bin. No comment. Championship is insane. You love to see it. Let me just click through all of these. Goodness me. Lots of disrespect for Parkin's 2-2 prediction there, which I'm loving in the comments. Poor old Sam. He's gone down in flames at the last minute. He'll be working on Chelsea tonight, so he won't even be across this, but there you go. Good teams, etc., etc. I mean, they've got the job done. Regis Labrise just saying, look, think, concentrate, do not screw this up. That is going to be tied on 58 points, Sunderland, with Burnley. And again, that pushes the upward pressure. Leeds were 8 clear of Sunderland in 4th. And, you know, as a neutral, we want to see as many teams in the title race as possible. 5 points is far more doable than 8 points. Here comes Sunderland. Again, Mayenda is driving into the box. Mayenda hits the shot right foot. He's going to get another go. It's a great save by Travers. They could have wrapped that one up there. Not necessarily the first chance. He's on the angle with the right foot. The second chance, though, he's dinked that one up and in. I suppose Ayling was back on the line, wasn't he? Definitely a chance to make it 4-2. We have 5 minutes minimum stoppage time in this one. Sunderland don't want to retreat too far back and draw the pressure on. They don't want to get caught up the pitch. Deary me. Some forlorn looks on the face of some of the Boro fans here. They're going to go under to a late own goal. 87, not 86. Ryan Giles volleying an own goal from pretty much 8-10 yards out. Goodness me. Illing Jr., Samad brilliantly booting that into the top tier of the stand. Giles, Morris, Vandenberg, Hackney. Hackney pokes it into the box. Conway reverse ball. Going to get it cleared with Sirkin, who does well. It's out of play, which should take us towards minute 92. Remember, 5 minutes minimum stoppage time. Just over 3 to play. Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 3. Edmondson. Vandenberg. Ayling. Hackney. Hackney probably doesn't deserve to be on a losing team tonight, but he's going to be as things stand. Edmondson, where are you going, George? Nice little feed into Morris in the end. Give and go, Hackney and Illing Jr. Oh, ouch. Morris crashes into Sirkin, and as well he might. Sirkin staying down. Bit of frustration there for Morris. Leaves one on Sirkin. He knows the punishment is that he's just lost his team 30, 45 seconds of their 5 minutes of stoppage time. Enslo Lefay is the man of the match. Who is it? Don Goodman for Sky doing that. He's had some lovely touches, hasn't he, Lefay? Not quite Emi Buendia for Norwich level, but he looks a player, doesn't he? Poked forward by Conway. Get rid. Say all the Sunderland fans to Mefmu, kicks it into touch. Ayling with the throw in, 93-30. We've got 90 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. Hackney round the corner. Morris says, switch play to Vandenberg, who knocks it to Edmondson, who's going to look for Giles, who at the moment is scoring the winning goal in his own net here. Hospital ball from Edmondson there. Giles did well to control it. Into the box. It's going, oh, there's a slip there. Ayling heads it down. Sirkin slipped over as it went in. My God. Samed's done well to win that. And if he can slide this down the line, Lefay, which he has done. Beautiful ball. Samed, can he square it? There's two in the box. They can win this one 4-2 here. They're going to. Here oh, my goodness me. He's fallen over. It was Ian Poveda. And Poveda, a terrible tackle there. He's going to get booked there. Should have made that 4-2 there. Poveda slipped over at precisely the wrong moment there. That should have been 4-2, shouldn't it? Look at that. Outside of the foot from Lefay. Whoop, see you later. Samed, play it now, left foot. Wanted to go back on the right foot. Poveda. Oh, dear. Terrible. Falls over. Too many notes, Mr. Mozart. Really bad tackle as well. Look at that. Whoop. Goes right through the back of George Edmondson. 10 seconds, minimum stoppage time to go. Hoiked up in the air. Bellingham is going to win a foul, and that is going to be that. Neil and Morris, fun and games to end it. Morris's temperature went up a few minutes ago when he smashed Sirkin, so maybe a bit of receipt for his teammate there. I think it's game over now. I think there's free kicks going in the other box, and referee Martin's going to blow the full-time whistle. And Sunderland are going to get a very, very useful win to take them up to 58 points and tied up with Burnley. We await the final whistle. It is surely coming right now, and there it is. Sunderland get the win. They were behind in this game, 1-0. When Bergzog scored early, got back to 1-1. Deflected strike from Dan Neal. Wilson Isidore, cool as you like with his finish to make it 2-1. Hackney made it back 2-2. And then a spectacular own goal from Ryan Giles. He's trying to jump out the way of the ball, ends up volleying it past his own keeper. As you guys are saying in the chat there, really good game. Really tremendous spectacle that. 5 goals. Both sides going for it, considering all the moaning we got about the Burnley-Leeds game. This one was very, very welcome on the watch-along. It's a tremendous win for Sunderland, who are 2 points off the 2 points per game here. The problem is that Leeds are 3 points over it, and Sheffield United are 1 point over it as well. Burnley and Sunderland in there on 58 points, staying in the title race. Both sides will feel that they're 1 game off automatic promotion, being 3 points behind Sheffield United. A little bit further back from Leeds up at the top. Cara, you absolute legend. Thank you. We've got Lefay. Enzo Lefay was excellent tonight, wasn't he? Man of the match on Sky. Expected a cracker and delivered. Cheers. Good win for Sunderland. Cracking watch along. Thank you, guys. That'll do me for tonight. We will be back tomorrow with Sam Parkin and the Championship Check-In podcast. We're going to be looking at our favourite transfers from this January window. So if you want to tweet me some of yours, do let me know, and we'll pop them into the think tank ahead of we're going to record tomorrow morning with Mr. Parkin. Thank you, everybody, for watching. A bit of a thriller. It was Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 3. Sunderland take the honours in the North East Derby and tie up with Burnley to keep the pressure on in the automatic promotion race. See you tomorrow for the Championship Check-In podcast. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Over and out.